So basically, now starting with the father of the native, so Jupiter. So like I said earlier on, Jupiter is the father of the native. He's a simple old man, retired person, and he respects women. His relation with both his sons, that is me and my brother, is extremely nice. All three of us are like friends, and many times we sit together and share a drink. So if you see here, Jupiter the father and son, that is me, are friends with each other. Similarly, if you see here, Jupiter and Mars, who is my younger brother, both friends. Now, the other relations in the family, the father has very cordial relations in the sense no love, no hate, okay? Neutral sort of. So, whether it is his wife, which is the moon, or his daughter in law, which is the Venus, or his granddaughter, which is Mercury, or his grandson, which is Ketu, all cordial relations. Since he is a retired person, his relation with work is also very cordial. No love, no hate. Now, these people, how they react to the father, let us see that. So, like I said, the father of the native, or let's call him my father, is very cordial with the wife. He considers her equal, considers her very capable. The mother and the father are childhood friends. So the mother always considers the father as a friend. The daughter-in-law is my wife, who has been shown as a very modern, outgoing person who loves nightlife and shopping, etc. Considers the father-in-law, as the enemy because she wants to invite people home, and then he might be sitting in the hall or whatever. So he is like an obstacle. So the daughter-in-law looks at the father-in-law with inimical views. Same with the granddaughter, who is the Burbuni Kati. So who wants to call her friends over and they want to have a smoke or whatever like that. But the grandfather being there, her steps are sort of frozen. So she's inimical towards the grandfather also. Now Rahu Ketu, if you remember in the earlier one, Saturn, Rahu and Ketu, the Papi Graho Ketuni, are neutral with the old man. They neither want to hurt him nor want to benefit him in any way. So the father, along with the Papi Toli, the gang, they are on neutral terms. Now, if we go to the next person in line, that is the native's mother, you can say my mother. So here again you'll see that the native and the mother are very good friends. That's why I call him Shravan Bal. Because with the father also he was very good as a friend. With the mother also he is very good as a friend. Next, the relation of the mother and the father of the native. Like I said earlier on, the mother looks at the father as a friend because they're childhood friends. The father is neutral towards everybody other than his sons. So it's a neutral look at the wife. If you look at Mars, that is the younger son, the Nikamma, the mother looks at him with very friendly eyes because he's the young one, spoiled brat. But the younger brother looks at the mother with a neutral this thing, no love, no hate. Okay. So I'll do what I want to do. You don't stop me from doing it. So that's like a neutral thing. As far as the relation with the daughter-in-law is concerned, the mother is very inimical towards the daughter-in-law. Firstly, because she has taken the son away from him, and secondly, because of the behavioral patterns of the daughter-in-law, where she is very modern in her outlook, nightlife, etc., while the son is very simple. Venus, the daughter-in-law, basically stands up to the mother-in-law with a very neutral look, and she says, "I will do what I want to do." So no love, no hate. Similarly, the mother with the granddaughter, same thing. The grandmother is very angry with the figure, the teenage girl, because she smokes and all the wrong things in life, goes out at night and wears funny clothes and all that. So she is very upset with the girl. But it's a typical granddaughter looking at the grandmother with love. So the granddaughter is very friendly towards the grandmother, and whenever the grandmother sort of shouts at her, she pulls the grandmother's cheeks and says, it's okay, you know, that sort of a thing. Rahu and Ketu, we will call it the Sun Moon Rahu Ketu SMRK syndrome. So this will happen 4 times. Basically, the thing is, Moon is given Grahan by Rahu. So if you see when, sorry, Sun is given Grahan by Rahu. Okay. So when you see Sun, you will see that Sun and Rahu both become red. Moon is given Grahan by Ketu. So basically, Moon and Ketu will be both red over here. They are totally enemy towards each other because Ketu gives ground to Moon. So Moon is also enemy of Ketu and considers enemy as the of Ketu. But Rahu gives it half eclipse. So Moon is sort of neutral towards Rahu because it doesn't know whether to hate him or love him, what else, so neutral. But Rahu Ketu both will have a red towards Sun and Moon. That is simple. Now coming to the native himself, Sun. Like I written earlier on, he's Shravan Bal. So his relation with the mother and father is wonderful. Same way, loving relation with the brother, however Nikama he may. So his relation with the primary family of Sun, Jupiter, Moon, and Mars, they are very friendly with each other. Now, when it comes to Saturn, there are two ways you can look at it. Sun is day, Saturn is night. So they are obviously enemies of each other. Or you can also look at it as Sun being the hardworking person and Saturn being the Karak of Karma. They are at loggerheads with each other. But I think Sun and Saturn being day and night is a better way of remembering. Same way, Sun and Venus, the wife, are at loggerheads with each other, basically because of their lifestyles. The Sun is that Shravan boy type of a goody goody guy, and the wife is that outgoing nightlife public sort of thing. So they are always fighting. As concerns his daughter, he always loves his daughter and looks at her with a friendly outlook. But a daughter sort of considers herself equal to the father, that is the native, because now she's grown up and then she will tell him, Tham, don't drink, don't eat too much, don't work, don't do this. So she considers herself equal to the father. Rahu Ketu, again the same syndrome, where if you see Sun, Rahu gives this thing to Sun, it is called eclipse. So Sun and Rahu are 100% enemies. Sun considers Ketu 50% enemy, so it's a neutral thing. But Rahu and Ketu will always are inimical towards Sun and Moon. Now coming to the younger brother Mars, as was said earlier, best friends with the native himself, or me, let us say what you want to look at it. Best friends with the father. With the mother, like how it's in the moon, the mother looks at the younger kid, younger son basically, with love and friendship because he's a spoiled brat. But the spoiled brat that he is, he will ask the mother to stop at everything. So he will basically, I don't want this, I want this sort of a no love, no hate relationship, a basic neutral kid sort of thing. Coming to Saturn, which is night, like I said, coming to Saturn, which is work. Mars, the brother, is a Nikamma. So obviously he hates work. So work is his enemy. But work at the same time is always pushing him. You know, work. So it's a no love, no hate relationship from Saturn. But Mars looks at Saturn as an enemy. Now Mars, the younger brother, and the native's wife are of the same age and could possibly be even batchmates. So they are being given equal rights. So they are neutral towards each other. The brother, vis-a-vis my daughter, he considers her neutral, no love, no hate, because she's on her own trip, so he has nothing to do with her. But she hates him because he's a nikamma. He doesn't do anything. He's just loafing around. So she feels that he's wasting his life. So she sort of hates him. So she's inimical towards Mercury is inimical towards Mars. Mars has a no love, no hate towards Mercury. Now, as far Rahu is concerned, Rahu is the Dhruva or the Nasha. So the brother considers Dhruva or Nasha as his enemy because that is one of the reasons why he has become a Nikamma. So maybe he smokes too much or he does the Nasha or whatever too much, whatever it is. Rahu is showing whenever it is neutral, it is like calm or stop or I will control you sort of. So Rahu is trying to control the other. So it has a neutral look towards him. It neither loves him nor hates him, but it wants to control it so that the brother will take the Nasha. Ketu is the sun. So Ketu and they have a sort of a, I don't know what it's called, a head-to-head fight, so to say. Because Ketu hates him because he's a Nikamma totally. He doesn't work, he doesn't help his father, that is Ketu's father, that is me, in anything. Okay. And because he hates him so much, so Mars also hates him back. So basically, Mars and Ketu, the uncle and the nephew, are at loggerheads with each other. Now, coming to the wife, Venus, who is a modern lady, wanting to go pubbing, etc. So, her relation with me, the husband, is bad because the husband is a Shravan Bal sort of a thing, and she's a modern outbreak. Venus and Moon we saw earlier. She wants to control the mother-in-law, so she considers her neutral, no love, no hate. But a mother hates her because firstly she has taken the son away from her, and secondly the lifestyle which Venus leads. Jupiter we discussed earlier. Jupiter, the father, is neutral towards everyone, so he is neutral towards the daughter-in-law also. But the daughter-in-law hates him because she cannot get her friends over and have a nice time because the father-in-law is somewhere there in the house. Venus and Saturn are best friends because Saturn basically is night. So Venus loves to have the nightlife, and the nightlife also likes to have her along over there. So basically, Venus and Saturn, so to say, are best friends because they thrive well together. The wife and the younger brother, being batchmates, have been given equal status. Venus, the wife, Mercury, the daughter, both are in a way Durguni, or they love the fast life, so to say. So they are best friends and they share their dresses and they share all their thoughts and maybe they can share the secret boxes, all that you know. Now Venus and Rahu, which is Dhua or Nasha, are enemies in a way of each other because Venus, even though she may be a modern outgoing lady, she is not into drugs and the Nasha and all that sort of a thing. But her daughter most probably might be into that. So that is the reason she is very inimical towards Rahu. Dhruva. And she doesn't want Rahu to come into the family and disrupt the family. So in that sense, she is inimical towards Rahu. And Rahu is also inimical towards her because Rahu wants to get her out of the way so that he can sort of infest the rest of the family. Coming to Ketu, the son, the wife and the son, like I said, the son is a very good boy and a chamcha of the mother, typical son. So they are best friends. So Venus and Ketu are best friends. Mother and son are best friends. Now coming to the daughter, Mercury. Remember the daughter is a Durguni Karti who smokes, who wears all funny dresses, everything. So her relation with the father we discussed. The father loves her like a friend, like a typical father, but she wants to control the father. So control or khamba is basically neutral. With the mother, like I said, she loves the grandmother, sorry. Moon is her grandmother. So she loves the grandmother, but the grandmother is very angry and inimical towards her because of the lifestyle which the granddaughter leads. So the grandmother is always shouting at the granddaughter, why are you wearing these clothes? What are you doing? Why are you smoking? Etc. etc. So she's very angry, red. But the granddaughter loves the grandmother and pulls her cheek and says, it's okay, no problem. That sort of a relationship. Her relationship with the grandfather is a bit different because grandfather is neutral, no love, no hate. So he's just sitting there like a statue in the hall maybe. And she gets very irritated because she cannot get her friends home and they cannot smoke or do some nonsense over there. So he is an obstacle. So she hates the grandfather. She loves the grandmother because the grandmother is a capable woman and maybe she walks out of the room or whatever. The grandfather is a simple guy, he just sits there. Coming to Saturn, which is nightlife, like I said earlier, Mercury thrives well in the nightlife and all that. So for her, Saturn is a buddy, a very good friend. But Saturn, even though it is night or nightlife, whatever you want to say, by himself is a Nyayadish, judge. So he is trying to protect the girl by saying, Tham, don't go out. So that is how this neutral thing comes into play. Coming to Mars, her Kaka, uncle, like we discussed earlier on, she hates him because he's a Nikamma. He doesn't do anything. He just lives off the father's money, her father's money. So basically, both the kids, if you see, Ketu as well as Mercury, hate Mars. Mars has a no love, no hate look towards the niece. That is, the Kaka has no love, no hate relation towards the niece. So neutral. Earlier, like we discussed, Mercury, that is the daughter, and her mother, that's my wife, are best buddies because both of them have similar traits of enjoying the nightlife and pubbing, etc. etc. Coming to Rahu, Rahu is Dua, Nasha. So the daughter and Dua are best friends because she is, like I said, a Durguni party, always smoking, whatnot. Coming to Ketu, that is her brother. They are equal, no love, no hate because he is younger, so he has to respect the sister. And she being the Durguni party, she has nothing much to do with the daughter. Now coming to Ketu, that is my son. Like I said, he's a very good guy from Mamaka Chamcham. So his relation with me, son, is bad. He always doesn't like me because maybe I'm all the time working and maybe I don't give him enough time or whatever. So it's a typical Hindi film sort of thing that the son doesn't it hates the father in a way. So that way. The son, the father basically, like me, doesn't know how to react to the son, whether to love him or hate him, because most of the time the son is hitting at him. So even though he wants to love him, he has to take a step back. So he's like Thamba, wait. So son, the father's relation towards the son is neutral, so to say. The son, the Ketu, that's my son, with my mother, that is his grandmother, is inimical. But the other way you have to look at is Ketu and Moon, if you remember. Ketu gives full Grahan to Moon. It is the Sun Moon Rahu Ketu syndrome which I said earlier. So that comes here. So Ketu and Moon will always be 100% enemies. And Ketu and Sun will be 50% enemies because it gives 50% Grahan to Sun. So you can look at it from that angle also, the Sun. As far as Jupiter is concerned, the grandfather, the son has no love, no hate sort of a thing. The grandfather, as usual, has a neutral outlook towards everybody, even neutral. So there is no love, no hate with the grandfather. They are neutral towards each other. The son is far too young to do any work as such. So they are at the moment on neutral grounds, nothing much about it. Like earlier I said, the son and the daughter hate the uncle because he is a total nikamma and living off their father's money, so to say. But here, unlike how the uncle was neutral towards the daughter, here he hates him. So it's like alpha male sort of a thing, maybe something like that, guy to guy sort of hate. So he also hates him, he also hates him. That's it. Ketu, the son, and Venus, the wife, are best buddies. Like what I said, he is Mamanga Chamsa, so that comes here. Mercury is his sister, so they are sort of equal, no love, no hate, sort of a thing. And Rahu and Ketu are best friends. Nothing much to remember that from. So Rahu and Ketu will always be green. Green. Now coming to Saturn, which basically refers to work, that is karma. At the same time, night. So Saturn and Sun, like we said earlier on, is day and night, so they obviously are enemies with each other. Saturn and Moon, that is my mother. My mother, like I said in the story, is night blind. So Saturn, which is night, turns out to be her enemy. Okay. Similarly, Saturn, which is night, is trying to tell the mother, Tham, you cannot work now, go to sleep. So basically, it's a no love, no hate relationship from Saturn. But the mother, the native's mother, my mother, wants to work at night and do whatever work she wants to do, but she cannot do because she's night blind, and since night is there, so that's the enemy. Saturn, which is work, and my father, who's a retired person, have nothing to do with each other. So now, no love, no hate relationship here. Saturn, which is work, and my brother, who's a Nikamma, they share a relationship where for the brother, work is enemy. He hates it. So that's the red point there. And Saturn is trying to push the brother all the time. Because Saturn, like I said, is Nyayadish by himself. So he's trying to do justice to him, push him, work, work, work. So no love, no hate, neutral. Saturn and Venus are best friends because Venus, the wife, with the outgoing outlook and modern outlook and the nightlife and pubbing and all that, she thrives in the night Saturn. And the nightlife and the wife basically gel well, so both are best friends. Similarly, the daughter, who also is a Durguni party, wants to have the nightlife, so she's very comfortable and friendly with the nightlife. But in Nyayadi, she's trying to stop the young girl from going on the wrong track, saying, "Come, don't go out." That's all. Saturn and Rahu are basically best friends because Rahu is Andhera, Dua, and Nasha, and Saturn is nightlife. So nightlife and Dua, nightlife and Nasha, and all of them, they are hand in glove, so they're best friends. Ketu is the young sun, not yet started working at all, so nothing to do with work. So again, on neutral grounds. And now finally Rahu, which is basically signifying Dua, Nasha, that sort of thing. So again, the Sun, Moon, Rahu, Ketu syndrome will happen there. Where Rahu gives full eclipse to the Sun, so they are basically enemies of each other, and gives part Grahan to the Moon. So enemy towards Moon, Moon 50% towards Rahu. Coming to Jupiter, my father, who is a retired person, is basically equal with the Papi Tori, that is Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn. So basically, Rahu has nothing, will not hate or love that person, my father, but will be equal. Jupiter, the father, my father, is is capable of giving takkar to the full gang of Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn. That's why you always see this relationship wherever Jupiter and Rahu, Ketu, Saturn are concerned. Rahu is Dua Nasha, Saturn is nightlife, so they thrive well together. Rahu basically is Nasha. So Mars, who's my brother, always finds this the enemy because he feels that Rahu, the Dua, the Nasha is the cause of his going down the drain. And Rahu basically is trying to sort of lure him. So it's not a not love, no love, no hate relationship, but a simple luring. So Rahu is neutral towards Mars. Rahu and Venus are enemy. Venus is my wife, and though she's an outgoing person, she doesn't like the Nasha and all that, which her daughter is taking on. So she hates Rahu. And Rahu hates my wife in exchange, basically because she is the point where he can enter the family. So she stops him because then the husband will get into Nasha and the son will get into Nasha and all that. So basically Rahu and Venus are enemies of each other. Mercury, the daughter, and Rahu, the Nasha, they are best friends. And Rahu, Ketu, again, want to become the same best friends as always.